Sara Vered is the doyenne of Jewish culture in all its manifestations, whether it be the arts, or whether it be theater, or whether it be the orchestra, or whether it be Jewish education. She has been an inspirational voice for decades in Ottawa. We are all her beneficiaries, and she's been duly recognized and being inducted into the Order of Canada for her incredible accomplishments.
There's an old Jewish saying that can be translated as, whoever saves a single life is considered by Scripture to have saved the world. Zev and Sara Vered, together with Dr. Wilbert Keon and Don Beanlands, were instrumental in establishing and building the University of Ottawa Heart Institute. By Zev's sharing the several campaigns to raise the necessary funds, by Sara's time and effort as longtime member of the Heart Institute Foundation's board in expanding the Heart Institute's financial resources, and by Sara and Zev Vered's personal generosity to the Heart Institute over several decades. The Heart Institute is recognized as one of the outstanding heart institutes in the world. It has saved not one, but hundreds of thousands of lives. And over the decades, Sara has been part of the heart and soul of the Heart Institute. Sara Vered has saved the world.
Asking me to talk about how Sara Vered has enhanced Jewish life in Ottawa is a gift. How much time do you have? Sara and I have been friends for 66 years. I'll start by saying there have been many Israeli ambassadors to Canada over the decades, but Sara and Zev as well have been the best. They are proud Israelis and proud Jews. Not only did Sara enhance Jewish life in our community through our schools, in the Canada-Israel Cultural Foundation, and Yom Ha'atzmaut celebrations, to mention just a few, but through her years of volunteering with the National Gallery of Canada and the establishment of the Vered Jewish Canadian Studies program at the University of Ottawa, she further enhanced our own community by building these incredible bridges between our Jewish community and Greater Ottawa. She is an inspiring role model. Sara Vered is the gift that keeps on giving. I salute you, Chavera.
Hi, good evening. My name is Bram Bregman, and I would like to share a few reflections on Mrs. Sara Vered. While I can discuss how Mrs. Vered always impacted me personally in my love of Zionism, I would rather focus on the thousands of students she impacted by sharing her story during the War of Independence. Exactly 14 years ago, Mrs. Vered came to speak with a group of high school students in my youth group, and afterwards the students wrote a reflection of her talk. I would like to share what 3 students wrote on their own. This is from Alec. Mrs. Vered spoke to us about how she became a member of the Haganah at a very young age, working as a wireless operator, allowing communications between members of the Haganah. I learned more about how hard it was for the Jews during the mid and early 1900s and how important it is that each Jew in the world must appreciate all the Jewish soldiers that fought for each individual Jew during the War of Independence to be able to receive our own state. Sara Vered made me understand how important it is that we have our own country, another place to call home to go whenever we need to, whether we are in trouble or in need of a place with everybody the same as us, same beliefs, feelings, and religion. Mrs. Vered told us her story, sharing her true bravery. She is a true inspiration, and we thank her for working to protect us Jews and get us a country. The second reflection is from Caleb. Mrs. Vered told us of a profound moment she had when she was 9 years old. She saw survivors of the Holocaust getting off the boat and kissing the land, only to be taken by the Brits to refugee camps. She knew at this moment that she had to fight for this land, the land of the Jews. Mrs. Vered is a shining example of what it means to fight for a cause, and reminded me of just how important it is to have the land of Israel and how we really shouldn't take it for granted. And the final reflection is from Josh. Mrs. Vered taught us about how we must appreciate having a Jewish country of our own because for so long we were so persecuted and didn't have anywhere to live. This shows just how much we must appreciate having the land of Israel, and we must recognize the people, like Mrs. Vered, who fought for our independence. It takes so much bravery and courage to do what these people did and fight for their country. Thank you, Mrs. Vered, for influencing so many of our next generation to love Israel and Zionism like you do. Toda Rabbah.
Sara Vered has spent her life bettering the world around her and helping to build a stronger Jewish community, as well as to bring Israeli culture to Ottawa. Sara is extremely generous, and it is thanks to her and her late husband's Ze'ev leadership and vision that established the Vered Israel cultural and educational program here at the JCC. The center holds annual celebrations of all major Israeli cultural events, such as the upcoming Independence Day, along with film festivals, lectures, exhibitions, and commemorations. Sara is not only generous with her money. Sara is generous when sharing her experiences, her knowledge, her leadership. I specifically want to mention her memoir, a book that she wrote in 2023, Among the Defenders of Israel. It is her personal account of a teenager that was asked to do the incredible during the War of Independence in 1948. This book has inspired many of our Jewish youth and taught all of us about courage and resilience. I was honored to assist Sara with the book launch event here at the JCC, which was incredibly successful. Sara, yakara, toda al hakol.
Learning never ends. So you got this present, make it real. Keep on working hard the way you're doing, and you'll be blessed. So work, study, and remember our traditions, our beliefs, and you'll be successful. Our culture, we brought the Ten Commandments to the world. You keep them going. The idea of Jews are responsible for one another. Bnei Israel arivim זה לזה. The people of Israel are responsible for one another. Let's remember it forever. The people of Israel are responsible for one another.